And we are back for round 2 on the draw, but with a very solid keep. 2 drop, 3 drop. Fellwar Stone, Holodogs. Seems a very comfortable keep. Ravenous Rats is not bad. Alright, I might not be able to play that stone very soon, but that's not an issue. That's fine. Alright, Stormcrow. No problem, I guess. Anarchist is not bad. I mean, I don't have any target yet, but I should find something at some point. And yeah, well, that looks completely fine so far. Blue-eyed, so a bunch of flyer, which I would assume will make the dragon form quite worst. Soul Warden is not very good. I don't really care too much about that. Guess I'll take one from the crow there. My opponent might have a counterspell here. That's even quite likely. I mean, given the way they played. But that's fine. I mean, the question now is, if they have a counterspell, should I rather play my Serpent or Fellwar Stone into a 2-drop? I think if they don't have anything, I'd rather play my Serpent, but if they do have a counterspell, I'd rather play Fellwar Stone into Rat. I mean, into nothing if they counter the stone. So yeah, I think I'm actually gonna do that, and let's cast with good mana though, so I can cast my Rats. And if they do have a counterspell, that's fine. Like, I don't honestly care. If they counter the stone, it's fine. If they counter the Rats, it's fine. It's pretty much the least of my concern. If they do nothing, it's also fine. Yeah, that seems okay. And if these Ravenous Rats bet a counterspell, that's even better. As you can see, the game is a bit slow there. I'm not sure what it is. It's not really lag. It's just, yeah, I mean, it might be lag. I don't really know. It's a bit annoying. I do apologize about that, but I cannot do much. I guess it's not as annoying for you because you might not really know when I'm clicking on my button and so on and so forth, but it's quite annoying when you are clicking on something and it takes a few seconds before anything happens. I got an Angel of Mercy with my Rats, which is great. I mean, that's awesome. That Foot Soldier is gonna be a pain in the ass though. I mean, I do have the Holodogs, but if my opponent does have some sort of answer to the dogs, it's gonna be fairly hard for me to attack through that thing. And that crow, well, it's gonna kill me at some point, which is another issue. But so far, so good. The opponent only has 2 cards left in hand, which is not a lot. Hopefully one of these 2 cards is not a pacifism, because that could really be... Yeah, that would be troublesome, because I don't really want to lose my Holodogs, but that aside, I don't feel too bad. Alright, we might see a pacifism there. Yeah, alright. Pretty much what I expected. And they should attack with the soldiers there. Because I'm not gonna raise them given the Soul Warden, and they want to trade 2 for my 2 in this current situation. So I'm not sure why they did not attack, but that's fine with me. I mean, it gives me more life and more time to find a way to pass through the Foot Soldier, and more time to not die to the Stormcrow. But my opponent should definitely have attack with the Foot Soldier, because like, my life matters more than their life given the Soul Warden, and I would have been able to hit only for 3. I don't know. I mean, it's kinda close, but I think attacking was better. Alright, now it's starting to be quite annoying, because like, I'm not able to attack through match, and my opponent is gonna be down for 2 each turn, so it's a much more serious clock. Not sure how it will go. I'm a bit worried. Ooh, hammer though, that's good. Alright. So if my opponent blocks with Full Soldier, I can kill that. We'll see what happens. They might double block, which would be mildly annoying, but there's not too much I can do about that. If they only block with that, it's better though. Alright, good. So I don't lose my heal giant. Great. And I do have the Anarchist, which actually make that top deck even better than it already is. That's just great. So I can kill that, play a warrior, and now I'll be able to start to beat down with my 3 power creature. The issue is that I'll be at actually 11 after my opponent's next attack, and they are at 24. So I mean, those have 3 power, so I'm winning the race, but still, we'll see how it goes. Sift is annoying. I mean, it's a very good card, and the fact that I'm behind tempo-wise, I would say, makes it even better for them. So things are not looking too great. Not awful, but definitely not too great. I might not even be able to cast that second warrior. I mean, it might be very risky to do so. Alright, let's beat down with those. And with the Spineless Tag too. If my opponent blocks, it's fine. I mean, anyway, that thing cannot block. And they might take the damage, fearing something. Does not look so. Whatever. Now the question is, should I play the Shamans or play the Anarchist to have the Volcanic Hammer back? And I think the Hammer is a little, but the Shaman is so good at, you know, dealing with that thing. On the other hand, if I don't draw land next turn, I think Shaman is actually good because they cannot really block my 2 power creature either with the Skyhunter Patrol anymore. Kinda want to get that online. And if I draw land next turn, it's definitely gonna be better because I'll be able to cast an Anarchist and deal 1 damage with the Shaman to something. Alright. So we are not in the worst spot, but not really in a good spot either. I mean, those flyers are annoying. I do have a board present, but my opponent does have 3 cards in hand, which I would assume are relevant. An even flock. Well, that's even more flyers, so that's not really good news. Yeah, I think they are just gonna kill me before I can kill them, unfortunately. That Foot Soldier kinda wrecked me. I drew a land, which is good. Cannot really attack with the Tug because of even flock, unfortunately. But it is what it is. I'll take 4 next turn, going down to 5. Yeah. Things are not looking great. Things are definitely not looking great. Might still win, but it's not gonna be easy. And you know, I cannot even like top deck my dragon's form because of the flyers. I guess 4 power of flyer doesn't beat dragon form, but you know, that's not a very good spot to be in either. I guess I'll kill that now before I play Anarchist so they don't gain 1 life. And yup, play my Anarchist, get back the hammer. It's gonna be close. It also kind of depends on what my opponent does have in hand. If they have some good, powerful card, it's gonna be like another Even Flock, I think would pretty much seal the deal for them. Otherwise, we'll see. The thing is, if my opponent attacks with everything and doesn't have anything really relevant, I can kill the Skyhunter and just kill them before they kill me, I think. Drinking Spirit. Alright, that's an infinite blocker, but that's not really too concerning actually. I think I might still win this race, especially if they don't attack with the Even Flock. I mean, it's right to not attack with Even Flock though. But I can kill that. So, if they block a 2 power creature, I can hammer the flock. Yeah, I think I'm beating down with everything, actually. Maybe not the rats, but everything else. No, not the shaman. But yeah, everything else is gonna beat down. And I might even cast that warrior, depending on what happens there. We'll see, we'll see. That card is a bit weird. It's pretty good, I would assume. Not particularly good in this precise spot, but pretty good in general. Alright, sure. Guess they'll get back that in hand. And I will hammer that thing away. Don't think I should not do that. It's a good window to kill that thing. I mean, if they have the +2/+4 for trick, it's a bit annoying, but they didn't. Do I want to go to 4? And put myself in a 2-turn clock from the flyer? Probably not. Probably not. Do I have lethal next turn if I do so? They will have 2 blocker, if not more. No, I cannot afford to cast a warrior. I die in 2 turn if I do that, and 2 turn is is not something I wanna. It's not a spot I wanna be in. So I guess I'll cast the spirit back, and hopefully their last card is a hand. I mean, is a land. In which case I could win. Otherwise, it's not gonna be easy. I mean, those kill me quite slowly currently. So as long as I don't cast a warrior, I guess I can be fine, kind of. Shaman is also pressuring their life total, so we'll see how it goes. They might even stop to attack to be able to make some sort of double block. That'd be an awesome news. Because after warrior, I can then cast the warrior. But no, it doesn't seem so. I mean, the Sky Hunter was attacking pretty much anyway, but alright. Yup, sure. Alright, let's ping them for 1. Swamp doesn't help a lot. I guess I can swing in with, because I mean one of these are gonna be blocked here, so they take 3. They would go to 3. Should I attack with the rat already? Probably not. I should probably wait until next turn. Yeah. Alright, let's send those in. And just pass the turn, most likely. So yeah, I would assume that this will get back in hand and my opponent will go down to 5, hopefully, if nothing else happens. If they have the destroy target creature and gain life equal to its power, then I will lose, I think, because then my clock is not going to be good enough. Alright, they took the damage though. Still don't want to cast the Serpent Warrior for obvious reasons. But the Shaman puts them down to 2. And then I think if I attack with everything, they are dead. Like, even if they keep the Stormcrow around. Because I will have, I mean, bearing, you know, a creature or removal top deck. Even then, okay, they don't attack with Crow. That can only be a good news for me. Sure. Yeah, another Prowler. The thing is, my opponent still cannot kill me next turn. Ooh. Yes, they can. Never mind. Alright. So they had a Wind Reader in hand. Interesting. I think I'm losing now. Yeah, I'm quite sure that I'm losing. I mean, they must block 2 things. No, actually, I'm not losing. Because they... I mean, they don't have the other thing to block. Yeah, so if I can, everything must be blocked. If something is not blocked, so it means that at least 3 of my opponent's flyer are dying actually. Yeah, I'm fine. Like even if they manage to make the even leave by blocking a rat, I'm still not dead next turn. Alright, yeah, I'm fine actually, never mind. This was a bit fearful for a few seconds, but here I think it's gonna end up being fine for me. Alright, sure. And the chump block on the other dude, no problem. Now I'll play my warriors, and the question is, should I kill a patrol or should I just ping my opponent, which make them surely dead next turn? If I don't kill one of those, I could die to the +2/+4 trick, which is annoying. It's a close call. The thing is, they will have 3 blockers next turn. Well, if I kill one of those, actually, well, I think killing one of these is just safer and better most of the time. Because even if my opponent does have a Wrath, I would lose my Shaman anyway, and putting them down to 1 in this case doesn't help a lot. So yeah, I think it's just better to do so. They will have 2 blockers, so they are, like, even if they have drawn a removal or another creature, they are dead. So I think it was quite safe, and this way I don't die to the +2 pump spell. Because there is one, it's 3 mana, +2/+4, untap target creature. Flashfire is looking awesome once again. This time I'm quite sure that the rats are great though, so I'm just gonna cut Heal Giant, and this time I think it's right to do so. Those flyers are a bit threatening, but I feel like Form of the Dragon is still pretty decent. Pyroclasm, I don't really know. My opponent deck is good. I mean, the 1/3 Vigilance Flyer thing are really annoying. Yeah. I mean, my 3/3 creatures are beating them quite easily, but yeah, those creatures are good and pretty annoying, and they don't really die to any of my removal except for the hammer. And that hand is great because it's so powerful, but you know, no land. Ugh. If my opponent deck was really weak to Pyroclasm, I could consider keeping that, but here I don't think I can, honestly. And all those are 4-drops. Yeah, I think I have to mulligan again. That's a bit unlucky. I guess I'll keep that. Not great, but whatever. I mean, this is what it is. I mean, this is how the game plays, and sometimes you get no lands, and some other time you get all the lands, and often you die in both cases. A Circle of Protection black. Alright, that's annoying. I can still win, but that's gonna be a very hard card to defeat. Especially after you mulligan to 5 and almost all your creatures are black. Yeah. Not really what I wanted to see, but whatever. I mean, it is what it is. Alright, well, those black creatures doesn't look great given the circle. At least they can... I mean, they will force my opponent to use mana, and they can block non-flying creatures, so there is that. And I still have Form of the Dragon, which could wreck my opponent, same with Flash Fires. So everything is not lost, but things are not looking great. And if my opponent start to play some flyers, ugh, not gonna be good for me. an Naba Shaman. Alright, that's a pretty decent one. I'm not attacking with the warrior because my opponent can simply prevent the damages and then swing in with the monk, which I don't want to block with my shaman, so no reason to do that. Can I please play that? Yeah, those lagas are so annoying. Not sure. Yeah, sometimes I don't understand. Sometimes it just starts for no reason and then everything becomes slow. And that's annoying. But whatever. I guess I'll go down to 16 there. I mean, this is not an incredibly fast clock. The thing is, if my opponent plays a 3 power flyer there, the even mind reader, I mean, yeah, wind reader actually, not mind reader, it's gonna be bad. I don't really care about any ground creature, but flyers are gonna be a pain in the ass. Could keep the Naba Shaman available. I think I'm just gonna play Hollow Dogs. It kind of apply pressure and force my opponent to keep mana available, and I don't think that dealing 1 damage here is gonna matter a lot in the end. So yeah, it might be a very long game, but honestly, my opponent just need to play you know, a 2 or 3 power flyer, and suddenly I'm gonna die extremely quickly. That card is bad, do not play that. I mean, my opponent seems quite fond of life gain abilities, but they are bad. They are just bad. It's not something you should play. Guess I'll play the rats and be able to use the shaman. Alright. Yeah, things are not looking great, but I mean, Circle of Protection Black is just sick. I mean, it's like my Flash Fire in match 1. Those cards are completely they are just sick, like nearly unbeatable. And there's nothing you can do about it. I mean, this deck is not as black as the last deck I played with and uploaded, but it still has a bunch of black creatures, so yeah. That Circle of Protection is definitely a nuisance. Sift, alright, sure. That cannot be a good news, but there's nothing I can do about that. Discard an island, alright, sure. I mean, if I draw Flash Fire, I'm probably winning, honestly. But, yeah, I need to draw it, basically. Anarchist, not doing much currently. So if I attack with everything, my opponent prevents those 2 and just block that. So that doesn't accomplish a whole lot. Same reasoning, I'm gonna play the dogs there. I don't think that dealing 1 damage is much better in the current state. And if they have a counterspell, no problem. I mean, it's not like my dogs are irrelevant given. Why would you print such powerful cards? At least my opponent's playing a bunch of planes, so Flash Fire is definitely an out. I mean, that thing is gonna toss my opponent's neck. But yeah, that's one card out of 28. And now they can play the Aven Mind Reader or Angel of Mercy, pretty much the same thing. And I'll die pretty quickly. I can attack with creatures next turn, but yeah. Ooh, never mind. We might be back in the game. We might very well be back in the game. I mean, those are still a pretty good clock, but destroying 5 land, ooh, that's sweet. Alright, let's beat down. Let's tag those. Don't think it matters too much, but you have to do that online. I mean, sometimes it matters a lot, obviously, but here it's kinda sure. Alright, Flash Fire is sweet, but I'm a bit worried about those flyers. A double block here. I think I'm killing the Guardian with an Abash Shaman. I mean, even with Flash Fire, racing my opponent is gonna be extremely hard, that's the issue. I guess they are preventing damage from 2 dogs. because this is 4 damages next turn. Actually, it's gonna be 6 if they attack with everything. Yeah. We'll see how it goes. I mean, everything is not lost, that's for sure. But the fact that my opponent gained so much life and managed to make me unable to attack for so much time was pretty bad, obviously. Let's kill that thing. And if they want to sacrifice it, whatever. I mean, that would not do anything. All right, let's flash fire and try to come back in this game, but that's not gonna be an easy task. If I draw Volcanic Hammer next turn, that's actually gonna destroy my opponent quite efficiently. They do have a 3rd land though. At least they are I mean, yeah. I don't see how I'm winning this game. Like, they can just attack and keep those mana available, and I will never be able to do anything. So that's the issue here. Yeah. Not much I can do. Yes, that card is just... I mean, sometime I can beat it, but most of the time I will not be able to beat it. And here I'll go down to 4, and there's no... Well, I could... in theory, I'm not dead. In practice, I'm quite sure that I'm dead, but I might as well play that, get my flash fires back, and try to do something. I don't think there's a way out, but you never know. Like, let's say I top deck Volcanic Hammer into lands, into Dragon form, and my opponent doesn't have any other flyer. I might come back, but I mean, that's possible. That's possible. That's not completely impossible, but not very likely. I think, yeah, I just need to top deck that hammer next turn, otherwise it's goodbye. Alright, that's gonna be the end. Not much I could have done. I mean, mulliganing to 5 and your opponent plays the best card of the entire set against your deck. Yeah, that's not where you want to be. But, it is what it is. Alright. Don't think I want to change anything. Just hope that I will not mulligan this time, because it's not my favorite thing to do. And I kind of want to try out that form of dragon one time, but I might just, lose before I can do so. Which, it is what it is. Not much I can do. Alright, well, my game plan against that opponent is to not mulligan and hope they don't draw Circle of Protection black. I think that's the main thing I can do. Form of Dragon can be good if they don't have more than 4 power of flyers. And that aside, well, my opponent deck seems good. They have an incredibly powerful sideboard option in the Circle. And their creature matches pretty decently with mine. I mean, the 1/3 Vigilance Flyer are pretty annoying. And they have card draw spells, so yeah. Not great, but I'll do my best. Well, that's gonna be a keep. I'm on draw. I cannot afford to mulligan. Don't really like keeping 5-landers, but I cannot mulligan that either. Especially on the, I mean, especially on the play. I'm on the play, not on the draw. I think I said the opposite, but whatever. I mean, I think you understood what I meant. I mean, hopefully you did. Please no land. Yeah, this time I think it's gonna be the flood that's gonna push me out of the game, but well, it is what it is. It is what it is. Balduvian Barbarian. I think I'm playing that first. The reason is my opponent could have a Circle of Protection, in which case I'd rather be able to hit with my creatures. I mean, if they had a Circle, you could say that they would have played it there, but they could also top deck it, so yeah, I think playing the Barbarians is a bit better than the Warriors. Alright, and since they have a prowler, it doesn't change up much in terms of, you know, my ability to attack. I think Warrior offers me better attack and offense in general, so it's gonna be my choice over the Shaman. And I just pray that I don't draw an 8 land, because otherwise, I think if I do one more land and no dragon form, I straight up lose. That's, I mean, that might seem quite like a quite radical analysis, but I think it's actually gonna be the case, because like what am I gonna do? All right. Well, that's a good choice. I mean, given the circle of protection. Hopefully we'll not see that though. Please, nothing else. Okay, Rise Dead. That's not bad. I mean, that's better than land. Doesn't work extremely well against pacifism, but you know, it is what it is. If my opponent uses Mana Leak there, I can get back my Shaman at least. And yes, they do have that. Well, that's a very solid draw for my opponent. And my draw is not great at all, so I don't like my chances. I'm not gonna lie to you. Don't like my chances at all. Sure, yeah. I play my land. It's just something I wanted to make sure. Form of the Dragon still wins me the game quite easily, I think. Same with Flashfire, but yeah. I mean, as I mentioned, we'll see how it goes. Blinking Spirit is pretty much the least of my concern currently. If my opponent wants to blink it, it's no problem. Okay, Dog is pretty good. If they want to take 3, it's fine too. If they want to double block, it's fine. I don't mind trading my Warrior for Sky Hunter Jude. Especially since I have the Dog as a follow-up. And they can do that, but that's using 4 mana each turn, while you are only dealing 1 damage each turn with your flyer. So I don't think it's gonna be very efficient in the long term, especially since I do have some other creature in the back. Ooh, double black. Alright, sure. I'll kill the patrol. No problem. Sure. Well, I'm quite happy that I got rid of that thing. Alright. Oh, it's so slow. Why is it so laggy? That's annoying. Whatever. Holo Dogs. What are you gonna do about that? If my opponent plays a Circle of Protection there, I'm gonna cry. And please, can I draw my Form of Dragon? That thing should be so busted most of the time. Angel of Mercy. Annoying, but I might have to trade it with the dogs there. Fellwar Stone. That was not a good draw by any mean. My opponent is so dead to the Flashfire or to the Form of Dragon. Drawing one of these 2 cards would be so sick. Alright, sure. Yeah, things are not looking great at all. I mean, my opponent will be able to start attacking with the Spirit. Then I have this Shaman that doesn't actually accomplish much currently. They have 3 cards in hand, which I assume are all spells since they missed land drop. Yeah. Things are not looking good at all. They should attack there. If they don't attack, it's pretty bad misplay, I think. Given the current state, especially after playing Even Flock. Yeah, they will attack. Yeah, I should probably not block yet. Please don't give me a land. Oh, come on. Well, it's Magic the Gathering. Yeah, it is what it is. There's nothing else to say. I can still win. I do have some very solid top decks in my deck, but yeah. 8 land and a Fellwar Stone is a bit too much for me to do something. For some reason my opponent did not attack there? Weird. I would have traded. I think I would have had to trade. So I'm quite surprised because I think this has a bit less value than my shaman, but maybe I'm wrong. Another flyer. And another flyer. No, a guardian. Alright. Well, especially if you have a 1-4, why would you not attack with your spirit? I don't understand that play. That doesn't make much sense. Flashfire. Well, that's a start. But I'm still pretty far behind on the board. So that might not be enough. This into Form of Dragon is gonna destroy my opponent, obviously, but I still need to draw the Form of Dragon. Flash Fires have been good, but not good enough apparently. My opponent deck is good though, so there is definitely that going on for them. Yup, that's quite a lot of pressure. I guess one of my only out is Form of Dragon, so I might as well, you know, not really care about. I could trade those and take a bit less damages, but I guess I'm managing to not get 1 damage each turn by blocking here too. It doesn't change the clock that much. Yeah, I just need to draw that card. It's that card or nothing, and if my opponent does have a mana leak in hand, then it's just nothing can save me, like it's the end. It would be the final. Can I please draw my Bomb Rare? That'd be so sweet. Anarchist. Well, that gives me a good block, but I will still die in 2 turns. Maybe that was a reason to make the trade last turn. I'm gonna get Rice Dead. Yeah, maybe I should have. Yeah, maybe I should have trade so I don't die in 2 turns from the 3 power of Liars there. I don't really know. Either way, I'm in such trouble there. Yeah, I mean, again, I think the only card that can save me is Form of the Dragon or a Volcanic Hammer into Form of the Dragon. There's not much else that could put me out of this bad spot. Alright, they draw planes. Don't really care. To be honest, I only care about my own draw steps. Their draw step is pretty much irrelevant. Why would you attack with that? You don't want to trade for an anarchist, I can tell you that, given the rise that. I mean, you are probably killing me anyway, but that feels like a very slopey play. I mean, you can prevent damage with the Sanctum Dude, I guess, but even then, why would you do that? Whatever. I mean, nothing changed. My only out is the Dragon or the... yeah, sure, whatever. The Dragon or the Hammer into the Dragon. There's nothing else. Like, nothing else that can save him. And if I happen to draw that, just pray that my opponent doesn't have a counterspell. Yup, you prevented damage from my anarchist, whatever. Alright. I don't think it's gonna matter in any way, but might as well play right till the end. And unless I'm missing an interaction, which I don't think I am, that's gonna be game. Yeah, I will just die to the flyer. Let's say I had blocked there, that would have given me 1 more turn. Let's see what I would have drawn. Yeah, quite unfortunate. I mean, my open deck was good, but I think my draws were a bit, you know, a bit bad. Swamp, yeah. So even 1 more turn would not have saved me. Unfortunate, I would have been happy to try out the Form of Dragon, but well, it's not gonna be today. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this match and the whole draft. If you did, feel free to leave a like or subscribe, it's really appreciated, and I see you guys for another one.